Ugh, I hate starter tunes. I hate everything. I hate when people try to join my lobby. I hate when people try to do anything. I hate this game. I hate everything. Oh, I just freaking hate starter tunes. I hate main runs. I hate when people try to join me. I hate when I'm trying to just play, have fun. Oh, I hate everything about this game. Hello everyone, it is me, Peep Peep, and I thought I would talk about the recent discourse, if you will, about these starter tunes and how they're so awful and nobody wants them to join. Okay, I want to give my 2 cents, because I have a lot of sense, so I feel like I should talk about this just at least a little bit, as someone who plays the game a good amount. Good enough to see that, yes, there are toxic players, yes, the fandom can be cringy. Welcome to fandom. I feel like this should be knowledge if you have been in a fandom before. People can be toxic, people can be annoying, they can be mean. That's just kind of the way of the fandom. But let's talk about the starter tunes issue. I personally don't care if you're a starter tune unless I'm doing certain runs. There are certain runs that I don't really want people to join me. For example, I don't really want someone who's a starter tune if I'm doing a long run, because most likely they're not going to live that long because you don't have any trinkets and you just got into the game. I personally don't think that's a bad thing. It's just the way it is when you're playing these sorts of games. Sometimes you want people to be good at the game. Though there are times where you'll be doing a quote-unquote starter. Well, there'll be times where you'll be doing a quote-unquote pro run and everybody dies on floor 7. Or before then. I've done plenty of those. I'm like, yeah, people are going to die before floor 10, whatever. The ones that I do the best are usually the main runs, where you're just all main characters, and typically people know what they're doing, and so you can live a lot longer than the average run. I can usually get to floor 20 when I do those, typically around floor 20, which is pretty good, I think. But I don't really think it's that big of an issue to not want starter tunes to play with you. Sure, it is annoying when you try to join a lobby and no one wants to play with you, but the thing is, I don't think it happens as often as people are saying. When I was playing as Toodles, this is not the video, but sometimes I was playing as Poppy. It was different because I was streaming, so obviously people didn't care if I was playing as her, just because my audience was joining me, so it didn't really matter. But one time I was playing a few rounds as Toodles and got some people really mad at me because for some reason it was our fault and we suck, even though they're the ones who die. We didn't do anything. We're just playing the game. They're getting all mad. I actually do have that video somewhere on this channel of like being bullied, being Toodles or whatever. It's pretty easy to find it. But yeah, so there's just some people who are pretty toxic when it comes to different players. I don't like that, but sadly with any multiplayer game that's slightly competitive, you're going to have people that are really annoying and tell you that, oh, no starter tunes, you can't do that. Who really cares at the end of the day? It doesn't matter. Of course it does suck if they don't want to join. I think it's a little funny sometimes when people are like, oh, yes, I'm a starter, and then they join the lobby and they're like, haha, just kidding, I actually have an Astro. I don't really see that as an issue. Some people are like, that's really annoying, I don't really care. I don't think it's an issue at all. I think it's a non-issue, actually. But sure, starter tunes can be kind of annoying, but I don't really understand the whole discourse going on of everybody hates them. That isn't true. It's just, it's not that uncommon for people to want to play and not have a starter tune. I just don't see that as an issue as someone who plays quite a bit. Like I said, I like doing long runs, so it isn't really that weird for me to be like, oh yeah, of course, you want people who have more experience to join you, but typically I will let anyone join me. Like sometimes like people that are like, no, we're gonna leave, there's a starter tune. It is an issue again if it's a long run or if I'm trying to join other people who are part of my fan base or whatever. Then of course that's more understandable because I'm like, hey, I want them to join my actual lobby and see what I'm doing. But you know what? I don't know. That's just my opinion. You could disagree, you can agree. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, I and other people will let these people join our lobbies, as long as they're not doing a run that doesn't need it. You know what I mean? But tell me your 2 cents. Am I right? Am I wrong? Whatever. I just want to know your opinions on this whole discourse because there's a lot of videos on it. I thought I'd give my 2 little cents about it. Not that important, I think, but obviously I had to make a joke in the beginning, being Shrimpo, and that he hates starter tunes, but most people who get mad at starter tunes probably won't last that long themselves. Like, yeah, we don't need a starter tune. What's your highest floor? 15. Like, that can get pretty hard when you get to 15, but like, I'm not super high up either. Like, mine is 35 or something like that. 36 maybe? I don't remember. But it's in the 30s. And it can get pretty hard when you're getting up there. Like, my highest solo is 26, which is pretty good, I think. That was with Pebble. But the thing is, you just have to understand that everybody's different. Starter tunes are just new to the game, and who really cares? I guess that's really it. I'll leave it off here. Watch my other videos. I play a lot of Dandy's World, and I also will be streaming a lot. I stream it on my main channel on Tuesdays and Fridays. So if you want to check that out and play some Dandy's World with me, you definitely can. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you later. Goodbye.